Hi. So another thing that we are going to be reviewing is hockey wax. I just recently started using this here a few months ago. I've actually really grown to like it. I never actually cared for the whole wax thing going, that people put on their sticks. And then one day, I don't know where my friend, he hooks me up with one of these for free, and he says, "Hey, give it a try. Do a couple of reviews on it, see if you like it. It's free, and the theory, if it's free, it's for me, so we're absolutely going to use it." And it actually took me about a good year before I actually started using it. I'm a terrible person. No, I'm not. So anyway, back to the matter. This guy, it's the guy that I got those graph elbow pads from. He decided to send me this in a puck bag. It was really nice of him. I actually was really happy to make a deal with him. I'll be definitely, contacting him if I ever need any other graph stuff, or Buffalo Sabres stuff, I guess, because he works in the shop where they practice. But he did send me this. This is Sex Wax, the only brand, the original. This originally started out as a surf wax back in the 70s, for all the surf dudes over in California. And it's a really good brand that has transcended into another sport called hockey. Now, so let's go ahead and break into it. Seeing as I'm a first-time user of wax, and for the last couple of months I've been using it, I've been meaning to actually do a review on it. Brandon keeps asking me about it, and I keep forgetting about it. So, Brandon, I apologize, but here you go, man. So, as far as the sex wax, wax is actually really great. If you're always having problems because, say, you're using, I don't know, Renfrew tape. You might actually have the issue where the tape will actually soak up a lot of the water, ice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you don't know who that is, you may have a problem with me. That's Pantera. And I'll have to call them later. So anyway, back to this. Where was I? Okay, so anyway, certain cloth tapes will actually absorb a lot of water. What the surf wax does is it keeps the water from absorbing into the tape, which is a plus, because what happens when you have something wet? This will protect it from the ice sticking to it as well. Because what does ice on your blade do? It keeps you, it doesn't allow you from actually handling the puck the right way, the way that you feel the puck better, and it doesn't allow you to actually roll a good shot or take a good shot. And what do we hate the most? When we take a shot and it goes over there when you meant to go right there. So we definitely want that to actually work out. So this is where this comes in. Like I said, it acts as a safety barrier or a lubricant, if you want to call it, but don't call it that. It lasts forever. I've used just a little bit, at the bottom of the blade. I use a little bit, and it really helps out. It's made my tape that much more durable. It's made the feel for the puck that much better. And I know a lot of people say it's preference and it's all, in the mind. But yeah, but so what? I'm here doing reviews for a reason. Why? Because I want to give you, a good review, and I want to make sure that A, I'm talking from experience, and B, I want you to be aware. If you're, you've been thinking about using wax, I do suggest to give it a whirl. It's really good stuff. It's gonna last you a while if you don't overdo it, like some people like to, and also, if you ever run out, you can, hey, grab a candle. What a concept. Like I said, it gives me a great feel for the puck. It feels, you don't feel it being really heavy unless you're going to use half of the entire thing by just, pounding it onto the blade. Then you're just going to lose everything. So I definitely don't suggest doing that. But as far as the way that, the usage of it, it's all personal preference. I use a little bit. So I see a guy that I play with, he uses a ridiculous amount, and he can't tell the difference. Why? Because he uses so much, or maybe because it's just his preference. It's all up to you. But at the end of the day, do I suggest using wax? Absolutely. The feel for the puck, I'm gonna rate that a Another person. I'll call you back. As far as feel for the puck, I'm going to give this on a 1 through 5 scale. I'm going to give it a 5. It absolutely repels the ice. Now, after a while, there will be some ice that gets stuck on, but it'll be absolutely easy to remove. As to when you're using regular tape without any wax, it's going to turn into a really hard icy surface, and after a while, it's going to get really annoying and really stuck on. With the wax, you can literally just go, pew, gone. And also, like I said, it's going to form that little protective layer, so it's going to keep the tape on the blade longer. Of course, the bottom of the blade that comes in contact with the ice the most, I can't guarantee that because, it still rips up for me every now and then, but it doesn't happen as often, and when it gets a little rip, the whole thing is not going to come right off, so that's always a plus. As far as anything else, I mean, there's really no other way to to grade this on. The durability, I mean, it's going to last you as long as you use that same tape job that you've done before. So say you can stretch your tape for 2 or 3 games, it's going to last the entire 2 or 3 games. It's not going to go away. It's wax. And don't forget to recycle your old tape, all right? Don't forget to do that. Once you do run out of this, I don't know how long this is going to last. I mean, look how little I've dented that thing. And this has been in use since October, back when Garrett found it in my closet. He's like, bruh, you don't use this? You should use it, bruh. And I'm like, you're right. If I get something for free, I should definitely use it. So 1 year later, and it's been since October, and it's already March 1st, and I just used it a few nights ago. And, it's still here. It's going to be a while. Some of these come in a protective case as well, so you can just kind of throw it in your backpack and it won't get all nasty. Mine didn't come with it. No, I lied. Mine did come with one, but Reese decided that he was going to chew it up because he's been taking a lot of my pucks and playing with them, especially the little, foamy pucks that you give to little kids because they're so cute, that I was saving for my baby, but apparently Reese decided that they were, for him. So use the wax if you can. I mean, it's only a couple of bucks. It's well worth it. It's gonna last a while. And if you think $3 to $4, I guess some places have it for $5. If you think $5 is too expensive, go ahead and divide it by how many times you're gonna use it. I've been using it twice, sometimes even 4 times a week since October, non-stop. And every day that I use it, I redo my tape at this point because I don't know, I just like the feel of it. And so this, divide it. $5 divided by how many uses you'll think you'll use it, divided 5 divided by 20, you're gonna get a good amount of use. And even then, it's still a good price. And if you've dented more than this in just about 20 tries, you may have a problem, or you may need to be a little more resourceful. But other than that, do I recommend it? Yes. Is it durable? Absolutely. Is it really, really good for your blade? Absolutely. Not for the blade, but for the tape? Absolutely. So go out there and get it. It's original surf wax. Good stuff. The original. Get it out there. Bye.